What's going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday night. I hope everybody's well. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Weekend's about to start. Tomorrow's Friday. Got St. Patrick's Day right around the corner. I feel like I'm saying the same thing I said in my video earlier. Anyways, I do want to give a very special shout out to someone who made a comment that humbled me to the point where I realized I was wrong, and I have been wrong. And I think I'm going to upset a couple people in the live chat. But I received a comment today, and it was from I think their name spells out Captain Kirk. I don't know. It's C.A. Kirk. It's a very special name, so I really hope that it is Captain Kirk. If it's just C.A. Kirk and that's your name, I'm sorry, but yeah, C.A. Kirk. Anyways, they told me that I need to stop yelling at people during my live streams for complaining that I pause too much. For a couple specific reasons that make a lot of sense. And I hear you. I am actively working on making videos, especially the short videos like the one I released today, where there are not going to be any pauses. So my releases and my premieres aren't going to have my voice on them. I'm working on a fun way to do a little overlay where I'm not going to be talking, but it's still going to be my personality in them. And I'm working on that. I spent the weekend with Heather working on that, and we're very close to figuring this out. It just takes a long time because I'm not used to that. But you were right. What I said last night about telling everyone that tells me I pause too much to F off, I should not have said that. You were absolutely right. And I'm sorry I did that. But moving on, this is a live stream, so live streams I will pause a little bit more, but I am working on my shorter videos to be pause free, so you can listen to them without my commentary, and you don't even have to watch the overlay if you don't want to. But I wanted to say that because it was very important, because you humbled me. You were absolutely right on what your comment was. I don't want to read it out loud, but thank you so much for leaving that comment. Anyways, all right, let's get to the video. This is all Judge Simpson. This entire video is Judge Simpson. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Mr. Allen comes out of Judge Simpson's mouth, I don't know, 37 times today. Mr. Allen. It was a wild docket. I know there's one clip especially that got made the rounds. Law Talk with Mike played it. It's in the middle of the video. I put that in there just because, I grabbed it too. But there's a lot of good stuff that happened in Judge Simpson's court today. Some funny, some sad, some what are you doing kind of clips. Anyways, we have Nick Jones. Who? Nick Jones gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Nick Jones. It is so good to see you, buddy. You don't know how much it means to me that you're here right now. Thank you so much, Nick. I very much appreciate it, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Peeps is a member for 2 months. Peeps, you're awesome, Peeps. Watched your video of you playing with your nephew this morning. Is it? No, it's not your nephew. Is it your grandson? Yeah, so I'm really sorry. I didn't have sound for most of the video because I was working out, so I was just kind of trying to watch. But it was really cute. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, Peeps, but it was a cool video. It really was. Fozzie, you don't pause enough. Unsubscribed. All right. You know what? Said nobody ever. No one's ever said you don't pause enough. I'm unsubscribing. Now that I'm almost 5 minutes into this intro and haven't even started the video yet, let's play some clips. Before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
My name is P54352 on behalf of Mr. Cato, who stands to my media right. Your name?
Mario Cato.
I was just retained on this matter. From what I understand, we have to file a substitution and get discovery.
That is correct. We also have a problem with a bond violation.
I haven't seen anything in writing.
Can you hand that to him? It's not much. He hasn't gone. Mr. Allen.
So we got to make sure you get it.
I wasn't aware.
Okay. I'll facilitate and make sure that he does this, Your Honor.
Well, why didn't he go?
He said he wasn't aware, Your Honor.
From the time of his arraignment, he was put on standard supervision and hasn't gone over?
No, Your Honor, I'll make sure that he does today. I'll walk him there myself.
We can provide the transportation if he doesn't know how to do it.
I'll be more than willing to help him. He's a law-abiding citizen, Your Honor. This is his first contact with the criminal justice system.
Your Honor, the request from people, if the court would entertain, would be that if you go test right now, we get those results, we come back and determine what to do with bond violations.
He's willing to do that, you.
You're gonna come back clean?
Yeah, I haven't smoked since, so.
You come back with,
Can we, I just have 1 second, Your Honor?
yep.
That's code for. I'm going to tell my client that if you lie to the judge right now, you're
For
going to jail.
transparency, Your Honor, he said the last time he actually used was the date of the arrest. Other than that, he's been,
When the date of the arrest,
yeah.
which is what date?
The beginning of March, Your Honor. He was supposed to do.
If I send you over for an ETG, you had anything to drink recently?
No. No, Your Honor.
The third.
Yes. March 3rd.
Pardon? So when at the beginning of March were you using?
I do not remember the exact date. I suffer from TBI, so my memory isn't the greatest, and I don't have anything right on me right now to go back and look on. But it was at like at the beginning. It's like 2 or 3 weeks ago, more or less. And when I got out of jail, they said that I thought I was supposed to drug test today. I didn't know I was supposed to drug test before. Your Honor,
So you knew you were supposed to drug test?
I thought that's what I was supposed to do today.
He thought today was supposed to be the first test, Your Honor.
Take him over to community corrections, get a test on him. Let him know he's coming over and then come back and we'll decide what I'm gonna do with this bond violation.
Okay.
All right, we'll come back to him later. We will come back to that guy later. Anyways, like I said, all Judge Simpson, every single, maybe not everyone, because some of them are already in jail, but you're going to hear a lot of Mr. Allen, Mr. Allen, Mr. Allen, Mr. Allen, Mr. Allen. You're going to hear that the entire clip. Before I hit that play button, we have, let's see, what do we got? Adam Miller. Adam Miller. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I agree. If Colin doesn't pause at least 75.5 times, I am done. All right, 75.5. That's a lot of pauses. I'm going to try to figure out how to do a half pause while this keeps playing, but thank you so much, buddy.
Morning, Your Honor. Marcia Creech on behalf of Mr. Ryan Johnson is approaching.
There are no boring cases on today's docket. I'm just gonna let you know.
If I may proceed, Your Honor.
Your name, sir?
Ryan Johnson.
Thank you. Go ahead. What are we doing?
As far as the PCC, my client is requesting a preliminary exam.
Discovery complete.
Yes, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available the 26th.
Your
Yes,
Hon-
Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm unavailable.
Your Honor, this is the co-defendant for Julius Clay. Are we wanting to keep them separate, Ms. Frazier, or are you inclined to keep them on the same day?
My client insists a preliminary exam.
Okay, I would ask that we set it for the same day as Julius Clay so that we can have.
Mr. Clay's exam is what, the 2nd?
Second.
That was adjourned, Your Honor, PCC.
Okay. So, but he's requesting his preliminary examination.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Can we go out to April 2nd?
Sure. Council approach. Back on the record, preliminary examination in this matter will be set for April 2nd, 2024, 9 a.m. That's in person before me.
Your Honor, my client insists that I address bond.
Go ahead briefly.
Your Honor, my client has family here in the community. He's lived in the community for a long time. He indicates to me that his family would ensure that he would return to court. He also, prior to his incarceration, had a full-time job at Applebee's as a cook, which he would like to.
The allegations are that he held two people at gunpoint, a parent and a grandparent at gunpoint.
Those are the allegations.
And then took an infant to a hotel off the premises, which required SWAT and multiple teams of law enforcement to respond.
Go ahead with your argument, Ms. Cage.
He assured me that he would return to court. He would ask this court to, his bond, I believe, is currently at $5 million. He's asking for a
And I
reduction.
don't think that's high enough, given what I see here, but go ahead.
And he would be requesting a GPS tether.
Denied.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case.
Dude has a $5 million bond and requests a GPS tether. That would be a crazy. I don't know. There had to be a lot of different evidence that came in or something. I don't even think the best defense attorney in the world can drop a $5 million bond to a GPS tether. I really don't think they can. All right, we do have another super chat. Legal fiction. I have pauses when you play, then immediately pause again. I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, now we're back in Judge Simpson's court, and this is what we're doing right now. We're still watching Judge Simpson. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Thanks, Legal Fiction. I appreciate it, buddy.
Court calls the case, People versus LaShawn Burrows, I'm sorry.
Ready, Judge? Defendant on behalf of Mr. Burrows. Mr. Burrows, please state your name for the record.
LaShawn Burrows, can I speak, Your Honor?
Why don't we let the prosecutor put her appearance on?
Have at it.
All right. Now I know I just made that joke but this one needs to be said. It's about to go down. Not in the way where there's a lot of yelling that happens, but it's about to go down. And this joke goes on through the entire docket. You'll see. I have all the clips. You'll see.
What do you want to speak?
All right, your neglect.
Pardon?
Neglect. You told this man to
Oh, which man?
This gentleman right here, about my dog last, on 29th, to send them a note at the Humane Society. He'd never done it.
Sorry, Judge, if I might. We were here about 2 weeks ago, at which time the court said that you would be willing to sign an order for his dog not to be euthanized at the Humane Society.
Correct.
I did send a stipend order to Ms. Hughes on that matter. She asked that I just do a order without a stip. I've emailed that to your court officer, and I have a copy here in my hand for your signature, Your Honor.
A week after the fact, I called him maybe like 5-6 days later to see what's going on with that.
Okay, so, sir,
Yes.
frankly, the dog has nothing to do with your case.
Okay.
Mr. Feaster is not your caretaker.
Understand?
Mr. Feaster didn't have to do anything. I asked if he would do that because that was a concern of yours. He
Understand.
did it, but he can't do it alone. He needed his prosecutor to sign off on it and then to get it over to me. So for you to sit here before this court and say in any way Mr. Feaster has been derelict in anything that he's done, that has never been the way that he has behaved before this court. He did not do so at this point, and quite frankly, you owe your attorney an apology.
I apologize.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Now maybe we get down to the business of the case.
Thank you, Judge. In trying to move these matters forward for Mr. Burrows, we could set these matters for preliminary examination, please, Judge.
I'm just gonna pause it for the dog. I appreciate the fact that the guy's in jail and fighting for his dog that hard. I would have done the same thing. If I didn't get any kind of proof that my dog was, not going to be euthanized and whatever, I would have done the same thing. The defendant's not wrong. He's passionate about the dog. But, I don't know why he's calling out his defense attorney, though.
This is the order that he was derelict in getting to us? Discovery is complete.
That's my understanding, Judge, yes.
Do people have their witnesses available on the 26th? Preliminary examination in this matter will be set in person. March 26, 2024, 9 a.m. before me. Okay. For me. Bond will continue. I have signed the order. You want a copy that you can get over to the Humane Society, Mr. Feaster, as your dereliction in your duties?
Thank you so much.
To everything?
Thank you so much.
You
Judge.
sure?
I will get it over.
You were sure to get it over there?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you.
Make sure to get a return receipt so we can show it to him so we don't have to hear this garbage again.
He's asking me to address his bond, Judge.
Seriously?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, go for it.
Sorry. All three files are scheduled for exam, right?
Yes,
Thank you. That's
they
what
are
I'm
all
saying.
three set on that date. You can.
Thank you very much, Judge, again for signing the order. And just my client, we set this matter for exam to try to get this matter resolved as swiftly as possible for Mr. Burrows. But he still would like me to address his bond. He's asking that you consider releasing him. I made the same argument when we were here last time. And all the same things I said at that time are still true today. And so based on that, Your Honor, he might consider a personal bond so he can go home, take care of his other dogs, make sure that they're going to be healthy and have all the treatments they need.
But nothing's
Not
changed.
only the dogs, not other business I gotta take care of.
Nothing's changed since the last time you made the argument and I denied it.
Nothing at all.
I don't need a response. Motion for bond reduction denied. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, she has all of those. The 26th is gonna be a day. Court calls.
All right. I don't know if you noticed, Fozzie, but your BFF, Jessica Blanche, is in the courthouse. She doesn't come up. I don't know what she's doing. She might just be overseeing attorneys, or maybe I just skipped through her cases. But she's in the back corner. If you look, she's sitting in the back. She's sitting in the back. She's there, right behind the prosecutor's bench. She's right there, Fozzie. Just so we're aware. Also, Kathy Berry, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I think that's all I've missed so far. Yep, Kathy Berry, thank you so much for the 5 gifted members. Welcome to all the new members. Members only Monday. We're actually right around the corner of that again. I feel like every time I do a members only, it's only like 6 days later I have to do another one. I'm just kidding. All right. Where we're going? Oh yeah, Judge Simpson. All right, let's go.
Let's call the case of the people versus Barrage Scott.
Scott,
This is the one that's made the rounds. I think a lot of people have seen this already. If you haven't, hit the like button, please. It's a good one. It's a good one. A little sad, but it's good.
Scott, please state your name for the record.
All right. What are we doing?
Thank you, Judge. We were here a couple weeks ago on these 2 cases. Mr. Scott has a bond violation, which is why he is back incarcerated for allegedly going to a no-go-to area on conditions. Obviously, I met with him in jail. He understands he's put himself in another bad position. He doesn't have a great excuse for it. He doesn't have a great excuse for it. He acknowledges that he messed up in this matter. He's asking the court to let him out again.
To do what?
To let him out again. He is saying that he has applied for Social Security, and if he is not out, he will lose his ability to get that Social Security as well as his disability. And he has a healthcare situation where he needs to get a shot that his insurance has to pay for, that he won't be able to go out and get if he's incarcerated, Your Honor. So he's asking you to consider releasing him back on a personal bond. But what I'm hoping to have done with the case, Your Honor, is just to adjourn the PCC for a couple of weeks so that we can see if we can get something resolved on it.
No objection to the adjournment. Probable cause conference, March 28, 2024, 9 a.m. People's position on bond.
Misunderstanding.
I don't know. I've never seen this clip before, so I have no idea. But yes, this is that guy.
His violation is not just going back to the area he was ordered to not go back to. It's that he gets there, he decides to assault 4 police officers. That's the violation. So he was arraigned, I apologize, we'll get these things to you. He was arraigned on February 13th on an RNO and a trespass from Village Grove. He was told not to commit any additional crimes, no assaultive behavior, and no go-to. So he goes back to Village Grove, he commits more crimes, he assaults more police officers, and he goes to where he's not supposed to go.
No, look at me, Barrage. Yes, sir.
All right, the court has had an opportunity to review the case law.
Yeah, you said that, and then Judge Washington just had to pop her head in. Now I gotta fast forward a little bit because, yeah, I'm awesome at what I do. Thanks, Sly. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well tonight.
So he was arraigned, I apologize, we'll get these things to you. He was arraigned on February 13th on an RNO and a trespass from Village Grove. He was told not to commit any additional crimes, no assaultive behavior, and no go-to. So he goes back to Village Grove, he commits more crimes, he assaults more police officers, and he goes to where he's not supposed to go.
No, look at me, Barrage. Yes, sir.
You're telling me that's wrong.
No.
So now we're here on these 2 cases. In addition to that, so Mr. Easter's done a fantastic job where he does files, well, he does all his files. He has tried to negotiate.
Except the dog one. Wait, go ahead.
He has tried to negotiate this case with me. I've explained to him that I do not intend to make Mr. Mr. Monte Scott any offers. He just finished a jail sentence in the fall for RNO.
I
This
know.
is a person that was sentenced to Washington County Jail for R&O, gets out, it's 2 new R&O cases. Your Honor, his bond actually is low, but I wasn't the one making the request. $5,000 is low for what he's done, but I'm asking Your Honor not to grant a PR bond to the bond as is, if you're not inclined to increase it.
Only thing I'll say, Judge, is that Mr. Scott was under the impression that his violation was for the trespass. Now he's heard Ms. Hughes' understanding about the R&O.
He does this every time.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, no, what are you gonna say?
I'm sorry. I don't
Okay.
get in no more trouble. I just did.
Mr. Scott, every time you come here, you plead with me, let me out. I usually say no, no, no. Then finally I let you out. And what do? You go right. This is not, I realize that you're not being convicted of anything, but I will say this. This is not the first time that you've been someplace, something happens, you're not supposed to go back, tell you not to go back, and what happens? You go back, and you either come back before me on a bond violation, or you come back with a new case because of what you did when you got there. And by the way, other problem that happens is that when you go back to these places, naturally, the police get called. And then you start having issues with them. And
I won't have no issues. I promise you, look, I promise this time, because I just did a year, I won't have no issues if you let me out. I'll do the right thing and I won't go back. Just one chance,
one chance?
I mean, just one more chance, please, Your Honor. And I promise I won't go back. Just give me this chance and I'll do everything right. I'm trying to start fresh. I just want one chance from you. And
you know what, Mr. Scott?
One more chance.
No. And today, I'm going to tell you no.
Please, Your Honor. Please, because my grandma's birthday is on the 24th, and I really want to.
I know. And
I don't want to be in jail. I can't. I will do just give me this chance. I promise you, if I go back, I deserve to be locked up, but I won't go back. I won't go back.
Mr. Scott.
I just want one chance, please.
Mr. Scott.
I want to be in jail.
I know you don't want to be in jail, but you got to listen to what we're telling you.
Okay.
You remember I even put you on a tether. I know, but that didn't work either.
I'll do that.
Mr. Scott.
I'll do whatever you want me to do, and I promise you, this time I won't mess up. I won't mess up, Your Honor. Please, just trust in me.
You want me to go get the last 3 recordings when you told me that?
No.
Because you told me the same thing.
No, but I'm telling you the truth. If I deserve a chance. This time because I just did a year. Just give me a chance for this time, and I will do everything right. I won't go back to Village Grove. I won't catch nothing. And I promise you, this time it's gonna be the last time I ask. It's a new year.
Oh, last time this year.
No, the last time I asked for anything. And if I don't follow your rules, I deserve to be locked up. I just want a chance to be back in the community, be with my family. Because if it's gonna be hard, my Social Security been cut off for a whole year. I haven't even got my check yet
Yeah, if your Social Security has been shut off for a year, you're gonna have to reapply. I think that's how that works. Not really sure. Anyways, need to pause it halfway through. This is a longer clip. Wanted to shout out the super chats and the gifted members. Mimi, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. You're awesome. Hope you're having a great night, and welcome to all the new members. Very generous of you. Thank you. Sparkle Poots with the 5 gifted memberships. Also, you are awesome, and I hope you're having a great night as well. And welcome to the new members. Then, of course, Fozzie. Only one thing would make that better. Wink, wink. Yeah. She's sitting there. Hope you saw her. She didn't come up, but she was back there. And yeah. I'm not going to say anything else on the air. Still, you're awesome. Thank you so much, Karen. I remembered your name this time. Thank you so much, Karen. You pause too much. I thought you just love to have conversation with your audience. It's more personal, in my opinion. Don't pause yourself. It's your yeah. It's not the pauses that if you're referring to the comment I made in my intro, it's not the pauses that was the problem. It was I did say to everyone that says I pause too much, go F yourself. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that because I alienated a lot of people that were supporting my channel, and I should not have said that. Some of them do say it out of love that they want me to change a little bit of how I do things. And I am working on that for my short videos that I release during the day. I'm still going to pause at night when I'm, having fun with the live chat. But during the day, I am going to make that change because, in a 7-minute video, the video I released this morning was 7 minutes. And I talked once. Well, once at the start, once in the middle. And that's all I need to talk. But I can remove myself and just put, some graphics on it, and I can make everybody happy. Anyways, you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate the super chat. Let's go.
I gotta get my shot on Monday. If I don't, they can't give me my shot in here because it's a $10,000 shot. But I do need my shots. I have to go to CMH. I'm starting my new job next week. At CMH building. Just give me this chance so I can do all this stuff. And if I promise you, this will be the last time I promise you anything.
Oh yeah. I don't know how long this lasts. I will tell you, my internet completely died for a portion of this video. I should have just waited till now. I don't remember. I didn't remember when it. Words are hard. I didn't remember when it happened.
Is this Groundhog Day? Because
there we go.
This is the same thing I hear.
But I'm telling you,
how many times have you told me this?
All right.
This is like the fourth time.
Let's make a deal.
Oh, well, okay. So we're gonna start negotiating.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Okay.
All right. So if
you realize this isn't a fair negotiation,
because you're the judge and I'm not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. As long as we understand that, go ahead.
All right. This would be a bigger deal. If I get any more trouble, you can lock me up for a whole another year. I just don't want to get in no more trouble.
I know, Mr. Scott.
I don't want to get.
Is Broken System Broken Trust here? How did I miss his name come by the screen? Is he here? I'm scrolling through the chat. He is here. Well, I get gifted a membership. You have to turn gifted memberships on, first of all. You got to turn them on. If they're not on, you're not going to be gifted a membership. But you've been here enough that if you possibly could be gifted a membership, I think you would. I think you would have by now. So you may not have turned the option on. Oh, my girlfriend's texting me. But thank you so much, Kathy Berry, for the gifted membership, and Fozzie with the 5 gifted memberships to try to get a great friend of the channel. This guy is awesome in his own head. But yeah, he's a good dude. Again, to him. Broken System, Broken Trust. I saw you in court yesterday. Go check the video I played. I put you at the end because you shout out YouTubers that aren't me. I'm not going to put you at the beginning, but you're at the end of an hour-long video. All right, let's go.
Listen, I don't want to get in no more trouble, Your Honor.
I know you don't want to. You can't help it.
I can't help it, but I do need my shots. And if I don't get my shot, I can go to the mental hospital or anything. I don't want to.
Well,
can you give me
Washington County Sheriff's Office
will make this is the last chance I have. No, they can't. It's $10,000. They can't pay for it because my insurance can't. My insurance can pay for it on the outs. And I'm getting my job back. Please let me go back home. I don't care if you put me on tether. I don't care if you put me on house confinement. I will do the right thing from now on. I won't get in.
Both of those we tried.
Can we?
They
try
didn't
one more
work.
Time?
No, not today.
Well, can we try to let me out this time and then?
Tuesday.
But Mr. Simpson, if you don't let me out, I won't be able to shoot. I won't be able to show you my.
Your Honor. It's not like it was going to help anyways, but Your Honor, Judge Simpson, not Mr. Simpson. If you're trying to beg for your freedom, And Judge Simpson could let him go, but this guy's he's messed up too many times. And I understand where Judge Simpson's coming from with this, but if you want to be respectful and you're going to beg for your freedom, use the right titles. It is important. He worked really hard for that title. Do not call him Mr. Simpson while he's wearing the robe. I think that Feaster's sitting right next to him. Your Honor, Judge, Your Honor, trying to give him these because his story is sad. I mean, maybe not sad, but you know what? Let's just go.
I won't be able to show you my honest thing, man. Just Mr. Simpson, please just give me one
Mr.
chance.
Scott,
I don't want to be locked up.
Mr. Scott, I know you
I
don't.
don't want to be locked up, man. Every
But-
time I
but-
get locked up, somebody put their hands on me or do something to me in here.
Okay, Mr. Scott,
Yes, sir.
we go through this every time.
But it's a new year.
And what?
It's a new year. Just
Listen to him.
I'm gonna listen to him. I'm just getting emotional. I'm sad right now.
I know. And all I'm going to tell you is, I won't say it won't happen ever, but not today.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I can't.
Just sit tight.
If you give me this chance, Your Honor, I promise you. Listen, I promise you, I do the right thing.
Say no.
I do the right thing from now on. Just one chance, Your Honor. You saying no, but in your heart, I know you really wanna give me a chance. In your heart, just give me a chance this time. I
I
promise.
appreciate you acknowledging that I have a heart.
I know you got a heart, but can you please just Simpson, please just give me a chance this one time.
Okay. You can go to.
No,
Well, can I have a lower bound?
not today, Mr. Scott.
Well, my grandma's birthday is on the 24th.
today.
My brother's birthday on the 23rd. My sister's birthday on the 22nd.
You can go to deputies.
What am I supposed to do? I mean, I don't want to just sit in jail and rot.
You gotta sit tight, Mr.
All right. This guy would have nailed a bingo card if he made one. He starts a new job next week. His grandma's birthday is on the 24th. His sister's birthday, I don't know. There's another birthday in his family. Sister on the 23rd. His brother's on the 22nd. His is on the 21st. I think his unborn child his birthday's on the 20th. His stepbrother that he hasn't met yet is on the 25th. Yeah, he's got a lot of birthdays. He's got a lot of birthdays in the next week. He really does. He nailed the bingo card.
Scott, he close to 5.
My intention is not to have you rot in jail, but I'm not letting you out today.
So I'm not getting out no more?
Go to deputies.
Not today,
So when do I come back to court?
the 28th.
And then what?
I don't know.
You say that all the time. You don't know.
Whoa,
No,
really?
I'm not saying you.
Seriously?
No, I'm not
I think
like
you
that.
need to stop about now.
No, I'm saying like.
I think you need, Mr. Scott, you need to stop about now.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't want you. I mean, I don't want you to say that all the time. That's what I meant.
Okay,
That's what I meant.
I know.
But what? Well,
Okay, all right, go to deputies.
am I gonna get out ever? That's all.
Oh, eventually, yeah. Because we'll run out of time.
Huh?
Nothing.
Go
All right, thank you.
All right, gotta go now. Let's go to deputies.
I wish.
All right. We'll see what happens on 28.
You're in custody.
Good to tell you.
Okay, then you're in custody, and then this week.
Good to tell you.
Oh,
Yeah.
so, got it.
I didn't want to let you know. All right.
Court recalls, okay. Garage, cooperate, don't mess up, because you do something here, then we're gonna have a problem. Okay,
Don't know what you do.
why seriously? I don't know why you let that happen, Feaster. Court call.
I don't know why you let that happen, Feaster. Everything's Feaster's fault today. Everything's Feaster's fault. Every time he's like in the corner of the courtroom, just trying to do some work, and Judge Simpson's like, Feaster, why are you on your phone? Why are you on your phone? What are you doing right now? It was hilarious. Ever since that dog incident happened, it was an ongoing joke. And like, Feaster, that's your fault. Well, that time it actually might have. Yeah. Anyways, let's go. You guys are awesome. In between clips, let's do some super chats. I'm having too much fun right now. Kathy Berry, thank you for the one gift. I know I brought these up. I don't know if I shouted you guys out. You guys are trying to give Broken System, Broken Trust a membership. You guys are a lot nicer than I am. Kathy, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. Fozzie, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. You guys are both awesome. Welcome to the new members. Members only Monday, every Monday. Broken System, Broken Trust. Part of me hope you got one. Part of me really doesn't care. Anyways, Mary, I hope you're having a great night. Colin pauses and comments are what I. Sorry, hold on. Colin pauses and comments are what I support. Member 2. I don't know what the. Yeah, I know you guys like hearing my comments, and I'm still during live streams. I'm still gonna pause it as much as I want to, but the key is I'm not gonna call out people that tell me to stop pausing so much, because the comment was right. That comment was right. It really was. I'm not gonna alienate my community. That was a bad idea. Anyways, back to Judge Simpson. Let's go.
The record?
That we just did.
You have to state your name.
Jason Travis Pope. Thank you. My understanding is he's waiving preliminary examination.
Correct.
Is that correct, sir?
So what you wish to do?
Yeah, I got a few questions.
Well, those are probably directed to me, not the judge.
No, that ain't directed to you. You're not my judge. All right, I have a few issues and cases that matter. I was supposed to get sentenced yesterday. They adjourned it. Now, this is a new case that happened during the same string that. Hold on, you're supposed to get sentenced where?
Your Honor, he had sentencing before Judge Conlin yesterday. He is correct in saying this isn't necessarily a new offense. It just was charged later. So the sentencing before Conlin was adjourned. The understanding in our discussion is that he was going to waive his right to an exam on this case and try to get it up there to reach a resolution to be sentenced.
Is that the right way to do it?
Altogether.
Is that the right way to do it?
The judge can't give you legal advice.
Right, I can't give you legal advice, but what, Hank?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly why Ms. Apple's here. Okay.
Yes.
And you should listen to her, because she knows more than me. Okay. Okay?
Or stretch, but thank you.
All right. I was going to waive that right. Okay, so you'll waive that right. You understand that preliminary examination would be a hearing, and you're not going to have that hearing, and you're going to go up to circuit court before Judge Conlin with your other case. You understand that? Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. People also waive their right.
No, you're okay.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on the 2 counts. Ms. Apple.
Your Honor, we would acknowledge receipt of the information, waive its formal reading, stand mute.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for
March 27th at 1:30 before Judge Conlin.
March 27th, 2024, 1:30 before Judge Conlin.
Before Conlin at that time. Okay. All right.
Thank
you, Judge.
We'll continue. Have a good one, man. You do the same.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Oh. Blondie was here too long because Nimish always asks bad time the information. She just walked up.
That's what I did.
That's exactly what she did.
Yeah, I felt like risking contempt and snapping a couple more recalls over.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's.
Yeah, there are a few that are only like 3 or 4 minutes long, but not pausing them during it. I'm learning, making everybody happy. You guys are all awesome. Guess where we're going? Right back to Judge Simpson.
Assistant Public Defender with and on behalf of Miss Dejour Exton, who appears to my right. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Dejour Exton.
Thank you. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for a probable cause conference. My wishes are to proceed and move forward with this matter.
Listen, just listen for the subtle Mr. Allen. That's the cue. When he says Mr. Allen, he walks behind him. It's about to go down. Just listen, Mr. Allen.
I spoke with Mr. Ganatra earlier this week. He wanted to go over the progress report from Ms. Exton.
Go over what?
Do you have a copy of that? It's dated March 12th.
I have a few extra.
I don't. Let me see. No, I don't have a. We've got to figure that out because
The council has an extra copy.
I do, yeah.
Sure. Before.
I actually don't remember if she goes to jail or not.
Is she on a benzo?
Yes, Your Honor. She's prescribed that medically.
On 3-5, why do I have a missed test?
Your Honor,
because, and I'm just going to place that in context, because on February 29th, because we had all of those missed tests before, I had indicated there was to be no further missed test.
Exactly, Your Honor.
So why did she miss a test, Mr. Allen?
Your Honor, if I may, if you recall, Ms. Exton appeared at that probable cause conference via Zoom. I put on the record, I let the court know that she had a funeral arrangement set up on the 4th of March.
Yeah, this is a new judge, legal fiction. He just started the bench yesterday. Judge Simpson. He does an amazing job. He really does. Judge Simpson. He's amazing. So good. Thank you, legal fiction, for the super chat. I appreciate it. While I have it paused, I know I got a Fozzie one too. Fozzie! Is this the new judge? What's his name again? Yeah. Where's Heineken when you need him? You guys are both awesome. Thank you so much for the super chats.
Miss Exton, outside of her 2-year-old daughter who's at home right now, there might not be anyone she loved more than her grandfather. Her grandfather was buried less than 24 hours from the time she was supposed to test on the 5th of March. So she called community corrections, she spoke to the agent, and they arranged her to test on the following day, which she did. And I believe this is about the 7th probable cause conference Ms. Exton has appeared for. At this point, she is mentally and physically wore down. And how I know this is because I've had the pleasure of getting to know Ms. Exton, getting to know her family. I've spoken to her father, I've spoken to her grandmother. Every time I call her, she responds. If she doesn't answer, she calls me right back. 90% of the time I speak with her 2-year-old's in the background, laughing and screaming. And she's just, Your Honor, what I'm trying to say is I would.
Yes, Fozzie. We all love the buff lift. We do. He's in the audience right now. He's right behind them. So I understand what you're saying. So yeah, no, we all enjoy his presence on screen. We do. Apparently you enjoy it a lot more than everyone else, which is understandable. He's a good-looking guy. So I appreciate the super chat, buddy.
Be here all day if I had to tell you how much Miss Exton has gone through. She is financially struggling as a single mother with a 2-year-old at home.
I understand all that, counsel.
Your Honor,
my issue is the missed test.
And Your Honor, this goes to the missed test. She just buried her grandfather. She has been on bond testing for 5 months consecutively. Every result that is on that bond form, she's medically prescribed to. And when she misses tests, she's communicative. I truly believe that progress reports are subjective. And
I paused at the perfect time. Yeah, progress reports are subjective, right? No, they're not. Oh, Judge Simpson's about to slam him on this. At least the attorney's wearing a really good looking suit. He looks good. That suit's a really good looking suit. Also, yeah, Fozzie. My manager is the guy standing behind the dude with the good looking suit. Just so you know, he has his hands in his vest right now. So yeah, you could speak to him all night long. That's the guy you just said was a good looking guy. Like 2 minutes ago. Fozzie, thank you again, buddy. I appreciate you.
Subjective in what way?
If you look at the circumstances here, the effort, the totality of testing for all these months, is she perfect, Your Honor? No, absolutely not.
And why am I getting this long argument? I just asked about the missed test. I think you've given me that answer twice. That's the only thing I asked for.
Your Honor, I'm just trying to explain to you why she missed that test. There's a lot going on.
Well, I know you explained to me. Her grandfather's a funeral, and then she made a makeup test.
Yes.
So you had to point me to.
I just want to protect my client. That's all. I'm trying to move this case forward. Sorry if I overstepped.
Mr. Granatra, was that what you wanted addressed? The missed test?
Yes, Your Honor. And I will acknowledge there was an offer made, which is open, and it will be honored at some point. But counsel asked about writing up the offer for today, knowing that this progress report specifically alleged actions by the defendant which were in violation of the court's stated order for 29, which this report even acknowledges in there. It's the last sentence on the report. This court ordered normal this test, and that's what happened. I told them that I wasn't going to bring that plea offer today because I wanted the court to address this community corrections issue before I did a plea. And it's worth noting the next day there's an abnormal creatinine.
Yes.
Which is not insignificant, but I'm just going to defer to the court on that because it's the court's order. That's what I wanted to bring to your attention today.
That could be anything. That could be.
Christian, if I put this out 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, can you make every test
Yes,
and not miss a test?
yes.
All right, that is Judge Simpson for you have to do this. You're going to jail. I'm giving you an opportunity. I am giving you an opportunity. Do not mess this up. Do not miss tests. Your defense attorney didn't do a great job, even though look at his shoes though. His shoes are looking good. Like his whole persona is I'm on fire. He didn't do a great job. Ganatra is one of those prosecutors that you don't want to go up against. You really don't. Because Ganatra comes with facts and fire is what he comes with. So if you're just, trying to find, a docket in the middle of the day and you have a client, not the greatest prosecutor to go up against. But you know what? He kept her out of jail. Even though Buffalo is ready. Buffalo is ready. What do we got? All complaints can be submitted to the complaints department, please. Which is her. Please be advised, I take very long time to never respond. She does. She will take the longest time ever to never respond to your comment if you're complaining. If you say, hey, I hope you're having a great morning, she'll respond almost instantly if she's free. But if you complain, she will take her time to never respond to you. I love that. That's awesome. I'm going to take my time to never respond to you. Thank you so much, Heather. I hope you're having a great night. I love you.
I'm going to adjourn the probable cause. So hopefully you'll be able to take advantage of any offer they made to April 11th, 2024, 9 a.m.
Thank you so much, Judge.
And I'm just gonna indicate no further mistests for any reason.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. I was obsessed with that defense attorney's attire. I really was. I was more obsessed with how good he looked. He did. He looked good. He looked sharp. His shoes even were good. Yeah. Anyways, Jonathan Hart, thank you so much. Found the suggestion box. Yeah, yeah. She's gonna take her time in responding unless it's a compliment. Just so you know, J Hart. J Hart, you're awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. Adam Miller. Heather Robotics played 27 years ago, and I still haven't heard anything bad. What the hell? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's taking her time. She's taking her time. Yeah. You know, when you file a complaint, she's gonna take her time and she will respond to you on the third Tuesday of next week. Or never. Yeah, hers was better. Hers was way better. I don't know why I tried to steal her joke. All right, let's keep going. Both of you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your super chats. Oh, well, hold on. I don't. Am I caught up? I feel like Fred might have said something. Caught that. Can I get rid? Okay, nope. I'm caught up. Okay, thank you everyone for your super chats. All right, guess where we're going? Right back to Judge Simpson.
Court calls the case of People versus Maurice Jones.
All right, to all the football fans out there, who when you say Maurice Jones and you don't hear Drew after it, yeah, you're either too young or way too old. But when he said Maurice Jones, I'm like, please say Drew, please say Drew. I thought I had an NFL running back on my hands, but why would he be in Michigan if he lives in Jacksonville? All right, let's go.
Bridget Coons on behalf of Mr. Jones.
Andrew Phillips, on behalf of
Maurice Jones. What are we doing?
Jenner, we'd like to set this one for a preliminary examination.
You see the bond violation.
Woo! He got a Mr. Allen before anyone ever even spoke. The defense attorney didn't get one sentence out, Mr. Allen. That is going to be my new favorite phrase. My old favorite phrase was "put your hand down" when someone was raising their hand because they wanted to talk. It is now Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen is now my new favorite phrase. But thank you, Danny, for the super chat. Heather, is your secretary name Helen Waite? Yeah, it might be. It might be. I just got. I don't want to keep pausing this video. So MB, thank you so much for the super chat. Could not stop laughing while on the replay crew last night when Colin messed up on the order. It was that happens. Yeah, I'm so good at what I do, MB. I'm so good at what I do. It's not like I've done this for a few months now and I know what I'm doing or anything. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you guys are still entertained, and I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for stopping by, MB. Thank you for the super chat. All right, let's go.
Report.
I do. So I did have the opportunity to talk to Mr. Jones about this. He does have his medical marijuana card.
Okay, does he have a medical cocaine card?
He does not. Whenever I spoke to him about it, he did inform me that he is retesting for those. Based on he is retesting for the March 11th or sending it into the labs. Whenever we discussed it, he explained to me that he did have another test done. His test came back negative. Okay, a 12 panel. His test came back negative, but the Lenawee County came back positive. So he is disputing that.
His test came back
negative.
Which test?
From my
All right, this story is crazy, and I can tell by the reaction in the chat. I was hoping that if I played 17 Judge Simpson clips, maybe there were a few you guys haven't seen yet today. This one was really good. The story, just wait till you hear the story. All right, let's go. Also, Detective Rachel, really good to see you. Sorry, I just had all right, Detective Rachel, really good to see you. I'm sorry. I just had a little Anyways, that doesn't make any sense. All right, let's go.
Understanding it's the March 11th, correct? And then did you also do that for the January 31st?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the previous ones that I violated on, I wasn't, I was.
Okay, before you go on, okay, because, I mean, I'll let you go and explain anything you want to explain. I don't have a problem with that. However, looking through your report, you continue to test positive for marijuana, but from September 2023,
Yes.
there was cocaine in your system.
Yes.
November 11th, 2023, cocaine in your system.
Yes.
December 18th, cocaine in your system. January 31st, cocaine in your system. March 11th, cocaine in your system.
I'm only think about it. It's a cop where I'm testing that.
Pardon?
Where I'm testing that in Lenawee County. It's a cop with other matters I'm dealing with, and I'm going through a thing right now where they're setting me up. I started bringing my own panels to the place that I drop at. They use a dip thing, and I use a urine test, and my test came back up negative, and they test came back up positive. And I'm telling them I never even did cocaine. And I ain't even about to sit right there and try to justify it in court. That's why I accepted one of the violations. But Fresh Hour told me if I honestly didn't do it, fight it. And I never even did know. And it have to be in you. I looked it up, I read about it. So now I started going in there and taking my own test. And I have witnesses with the people that I took the test with at the place just on the 11th. That mine showed negative.
I just gave you all of the dates that you tested positive for cocaine.
No, but I wasn't smart enough to, funds.
I just gave you the dates that you tested positive for cocaine. You're telling me that all of those are
negative.
Or all of those are wrong?
Yes, all of them. Every last one of them. And I won't sit right here and lie to the court. But I did accept.
You want me to call over and get the levels of cocaine that were in your system? Because they have them.
But I've never used in my entire life, ever. And that's why I wasn't smart enough in the beginning with buying my own tests to go there. I was using them at home. But then on the 11th, I told myself, like, why am I doing them at home? I need to be doing it in front of the people so they can see that blah, blah, blah. And then the person that tested me there, I dropped with mine and he tested me with the dipstick, and the dipstick showed that I was positive and my test showed I was negative. And he took a picture of it. I got photos of it. His name is Mike. And I never used, and I won't sit right here and lie to the courts when I drop twice a week for the last. I don't miss a test. So why would I actively use cocaine once a month? I'm from Detroit. Why would I actually use cocaine once a month if I'm an active user? And then I'm going to every court day. I'm going to every schedule. I don't miss one. I'm saying I don't miss a drug test.
You don't know Shakespeare, do you?
No. I just don't miss a drug test. So I wouldn't come to your court and tell you to your face that I don't do it, but I haven't missed a drug test, but I'm doing cocaine. Like they setting me up, and I'm trying to handle the situation, and I am handling it with the lawyer. I talked to her, and she said she can help me with the matters of up there, but I'm testing there, and they're setting me up, and that's all I can say. Other than that, I've never used in my life, and that's on my son, my mom. But anyway, I've never used in my life ever. Not, nothing, ever, nothing.
You done?
And I ordered a swab, like, cause once you drop. Okay.
Your Honor, I advised him that if he wants to dispute them in the future, he has to do that with the Lenawee County, basically send it in for testing.
That Lenawee County did what?
That he would have to send it in for testing if he wants to dispute that in the future.
Is he taking them here or in Lenawee?
in Lenawee. And then it's basically getting sent to the community corrections here.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I probably looked at what seems like probably 1,000,000 of these. The odds of this happening are like nil. So when are they supposed to have the results of the test from the 11th?
We received any information for that?
No, you just told me I had a violation for it.
Has he ordered a retesting of that sample?
Have you, besides the original test?
The one on the 11th?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, with the dude Mike, the new dude. Yes, he took
what?
Yes, with the new dude Mike, he took a picture of my tests and was supposed to send them in, and it cost $60. Yeah.
All right. I mean, all right. First and foremost, thank you so much, Barbie, for the super chat. Thanks for featuring Bailiff McBuffy. Yeah, we're all a fan of Buffliff. I mean, this guy's story though. His story. When I bring my own urine into the testing center, it's clean. But when I pee, it's dirty. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't see anything wrong with that story. There's nothing wrong with that story whatsoever. So yeah, it's the testing center. It's of course the testing center. That's right. That's right. Keep on going.
Yes.
You took a picture of your test.
Of mine in the test, sent it to the probation officer or the bonds officer, and yeah, they were supposed to send it out. But I never even knew I had this violation. Because when I left out of the place, we was all good. He would have told me that I dropped positive, and he never told me that. And I stayed there until all my tests is clear.
So why is it being sent out to be retested?
Yes, it should be. And if it's not,
well, hold on. What do you mean it should be?
Did you pay the?
Did you do it?
He never told
Did you do it?
No, because he never told me that I was.
Hold it. I just thought you told me that he did.
I was under the understanding he did. I think that he might.
Yeah, well, that's what he also said in his little soliloquy he was giving.
No, I know. He told me I was good. He will handle it. If Darren said something that he was going to handle it. So I ain't pressed the issue because I knew I was clean and he seen it on the thing. So he told me I could.
When?
You said when?
He said young man.
Did you hear that pause? Oh shoot, you asked me a question. I got to think about my story real quick. I had a really good story about how I tested positive for cocaine 32 times, but yet none of them were my fault because I've never done this drug in my life. Judge just asked me a question. Give me like 5 minutes to respond.
March 11th, you test positive for cocaine again.
Want to still be on my system now if I did it that early or some type of hair follicle blood.
Hair follicle blood. All right. This is new. I need someone to respond because I didn't know you could get blood out of hair follicle samples. I am gonna stop, letting the barber cut my hair. I'm gonna do it at home. They can take my blood from my hair. No, game changer.
March 11th, you tested positive for cocaine again for the 5th time.
And all of them, I never did cocaine in my life. And it's hard based off the cases I'm dealing with, but I can't make you believe, but I won't come to court if I violated 5 times. Knowing this.
You know what? You keep talking to me. That's not going to stop me from doing what I'm going to do, but I'm going to let you go on and get everything out.
You then told me that you were sending that one in. And now I find out you haven't even sent that test in. And then you're telling me that I didn't know that it was positive and that you didn't know about this. What you're telling me doesn't even make any sense. You haven't sent that sample back to be tested, have you?
No,
Why not?
because Mike said he would handle it once he talked to Darren, because my test came up negative. His test came up.
Well, the PD is gonna have to call up and try to figure out what the heck's going on up there in Lenawee then, because I'm just telling you, you don't see this.
Can I ask you a question since you're the judge?
Go ahead.
I just want to know, how many active users have you seen drop 8 times a month and drop 30 once? I dropped 30 once since.
How many active users have I seen do that?
Yeah.
Like, man, I've been on the bench almost 25 years. How many do you think?
Like once, I assume they might drop.
Thousands. And the worst argument you could ever say, especially when you're talking out your ass, is, if this were true, why would I give you this evidence? Yeah, that's not a good. That is the worst offense you could possibly come from, because that says that you have different motives, and yeah, don't play that game with the judge. Don't. He already did though.
Twice.
Let's do it this way, because I think he's going to have to learn to tell me the truth, because that's not the truth. This doesn't happen. And if you think you're going to get up here and just kind of try to fast talk me into doing something, no, it doesn't work that way. And why would you know anything about active users and how many times they would drop dirty in a month?
Only because I'd have been in the system.
Cause conference will be adjourned to next week. Let's see, March 21st, 2024, 9 a.m. Council, you can maybe have that conversation about coming before me and telling me the truth, but at this time, defendant's bond is revoked. You are remanded. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good one. Like I said, Judge Simpson. The theme of Judge Simpson's docket today was Mr. Allen, 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 Mr. Allen. Some of them got sent to jail, some of them didn't. But yeah, I think he said Mr. Allen more than I've ever heard him say in one docket. All right, let's go to the next one. Again, Judge Simpson. The entire docket.
All right, court recalls the case, People versus Don Lee.
Assistant prosecuting attorney working for us for the people.
Your Honor, hopefully Mr. Lee was able to get the court's attention. We're back up at the podium.
All right. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Have a address. So I'm going to amend the community corrections order. Okay. And it's basically going to have I'm going to give you border streets. You can't go south of Packard Road, east of Carpenter Road, north of Ellsworth, or west of Gulfside. That's basically going to be a square that you can't go into. Okay. I'll give you a copy of this order so that you have it. All right, and I'm signing that order right now, and I need your signature, Mr. Lee, on that, so you know that. Then they did not give a date. Oh, no, he didn't bring a pen? He didn't bring anything? So there's 3 of you up there, nobody has a pen? Yeah, Mr. Fisher, thank you. You have been a savior all day, except for that dog. Okay. All right. And then we were going to adjourn this out?
2 weeks, Your Honor.
All right. Can you be here the April 4th day?
Certainly, Your Honor.
All right. So I'll set it April 4th, 2024, 9 a.m. Whereas your invite indicates bond will continue.
Take a picture of that.
Of what?
I'll get a copy of it.
Picture of what?
Oh, no.
The court.
We got machines that'll do that. Go sit down. Go sit down. Somebody will give that to you. Just go sit down. Get an attorney and everything. And he's gonna like point at me like, "Can I get a picture?" I'm like, "Does he want a picture with me?" That's what I thought.
Thank you, Your Honor, for yesterday.
All right. That one's ready too.
All right, that was just a little fun, little mix up. Guy's not going to jail, right? It was fun. It was fun, right? The best joke was Mr. Feaster is saving everyone except for that dog. I really hope that guy's dog's okay, though. I really do. That is sad, and like I said earlier, I really hope that the guy's dog's okay. Anyways, that one was funny. It was funny. You gotta split it up, right? You gotta split it up. We're going right back to Judge Simpson. All night long.
Versus McIntyre.
Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Morgan Flores, on behalf of the people.
Yeah, who's on this?
I have my hair.
Then tell them to come back for session. One second.
Okay.
All right, there's 2 cases. I think there's 2 cases left. Kind of takes up the bulk of the back end of the video. But before I get that started, Flying Monkey, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. You are awesome. Welcome to all the new members. So many new members tonight. You guys are all awesome for all the gifted memberships. Members only Mondays. Go back and watch the members only Mondays that we've done. They're fun. They're fun. They really are. Go check them out. And yeah, a lot more members only Monday stuff coming. I've got a lot of plans for members only Mondays. Anyways, yeah, let's go.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Apologies. Andrew Meyer on behalf of Major McIntyre. Mr. McIntyre, if you haven't done so already, please state your name for the record.
Mazio McIntyre.
Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, I do want to make one correction. I do note that last time we were in court, there was representations made that multiple calls were made to the victim after arraignment. However, I do believe only one of the calls was made after arraignment. That is completely my fault. I do want to note, however, I do have a full spreadsheet of all of the calls that the defendant has made to the victim since he has come into custody, not just since the 26th, but all.
Time Lady, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Time Lady, she hangs out with us in Discord. Come hang out with us in Discord. We all have a lot of fun. Speaking of which, is Jay here? And is Michelle here? Just asking. Jay and Michelle, can you please respond?
Also have, after he was remanded by Your Honor, including 4 calls on March 7th, 1 call on March 8th, 3 calls on March 10th, and 2 calls on March 11th. I do also have an email from Lieutenant Arnett indicating that there were multiple inmates disciplined this weekend for letting the defendant use their PINs in order to contact the victim. I also have a couple transcriptions from the additional calls made between the 7th and the 11th of this month. I do want to apologize for that error with the dates. However, I do want to emphasize that our initial request for bond modification was not solely the result of the jail calls. We did feel that the initial bond being set was inappropriate because of the escalating pattern in this case, with the destruction of the same victim's property on January 7th, escalating to malabuse on January 9th, and then the actual act of physical violence that occurred at the end of February. So we were planning on making a bond argument even without the jail calls being in play.
So just so that I'm clear, and I understand what you're saying in terms of the calls, because sometimes I have to make sure that I have the arraignment as opposed to custody date when trying to assess these. But then after he was remanded this time by the court,
That is correct.
there are more calls.
That is correct. And I have a spreadsheet and transcriptions if you would like them.
Mr. Ma.
Your Honor, thank you, and thank you to Ms. Barroso for correcting that. I mean, this was something we had discussed yesterday. I was reviewing the calls and noticed that some of them did occur before the arraignment.
Okay.
But in terms of where we are now, Ms. Barroso did make me aware of these additional allegations of calls. I don't have those yet. I only have the ones that would have occurred before the arraignment. So that's
so what you don't have the calls.
I don't have the
from this week.
Correct. I don't have those
this past week.
Right. So I'm not in a position where I can assess what was or was not said on those calls, to whom those calls may or may not have been made to. So I'm in a little bit of a disadvantaged position in that regard. But here's what I'll say.
But those ones are new.
Correct.
Here's what I'll say. Mr. McIntyre and I discussed this. Regardless of what's on those calls, Your Honor did order him not to make any call. I think I reviewed the ROA and it said no phone privileges were revoked. So putting aside what may or may not be on those phone calls, there's a violation. He'll admit to that part of it, that he made a call when he wasn't supposed to make a call, and we'll just leave it at that.
Made a call?
Made calls, excuse me.
And that becomes part of my problem, part of my dilemma, because at that, I mean, if it isn't clear from the magistrate and you make the calls, then once you get here, I kind of make it clear, and I revoke your phone privileges, and I kind of make it clear you're not to have contact. And even though I say it, write it, do that, you still just do it. And so in terms of release of this defendant, I don't know that I can trust this defendant to follow any of the court's orders regarding it. I mean, that's the dilemma that we're in.
I don't mean to pile on, but I do want to also raise one additional concern that came out of one of the jail calls, because it did appear to me from one of the calls made prior to arraignment that the defendant indicated that if he thought he was going to be in custody, he would leave court.
He would what?
He would leave court. And so that to me poses an additional concern of him not wanting to appear if he were to be, if custody were to be on the table.
I mean, in terms of ties to the community, I think I brought this up last time, and he does have a place that he was staying in Ypsilanti prior to him being remanded by the court last week. And he did have a job. I don't know if he'll be able to return to it. I was just in candor to the court, just trying to admit to what I think we can admit to this point, which is that there were phone calls. I just don't know what the content of those calls are.
Right, and Mr. Myers, I often have to indicate to people, for the purposes sometimes of these bond hearings, certainly I'm concerned about what the content may be, but a lot of times that content is really potentially being used for what might be additional charges or other motions if the victim doesn't appear or the like. The bottom line to it, though, is you said no contact.
Right. And that I can't assess whether there was contact with an alleged victim or not at this point. I don't know that after arraignment. I don't have anything in front of me. I do have phone calls that.
Do you, so.
To see it.
Sure. But I didn't have it until.
Yeah, right.
Is this your family?
No, I have 3. The court wants one too.
Just while you're also going through that, what is even more problematic is I take away the phone privileges in hopes that when we come back here, there can be at least an understanding, but then apparently he's using somebody else's PIN to potentially try to access.
Oh, you took my pin away. Well, I'm just gonna, barter with other inmates and use their pins to make my phone calls. That's okay. You took mine away. You didn't take theirs away. I don't understand. I don't understand. Somebody make it make sense, please. Somebody make it make sense.
They're trying to say a my sister. These ones.
These ones.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's 26.
Yeah. It's a problem.
It's only them ones right there.
Right. It's after. Do you understand?
And Your Honor, I do want to note that some of the calls were made to a different phone number, but that phone number was referenced in a call from 3-7 to the victim's phone number as a number that would be the point of contact for the defendant to the victim. Okay. So that is how we have that information. And that is the number that the defendant was using. Inmate William McDonald, Kamani Hamilton, Rontrell Davis, and Dominic Kelly Payne's pins in order to contact. Excuse me, not Rontrell Davis or Dominic Kelly Payne. It was just William McDonald and Kamani Hamilton. He used Rontrell Davis and Dominic Kelly Payne's number or pins to contact the original phone number, just so we're clear.
Your Honor, as I said, happy to admit to the calls they make. That's all I can admit to at this point, or have him admit to.
No, I got you. Well, and just to put it bluntly, I mean, I told the defendant no contact. Well, the court has told the defendant no contact. We restricted his phone privileges upon his remand back on the 7th of March. Between the 7th and the 11th, really, but certainly within this week's period in time, he's then entered into a scheme to sort of thwart the court's order both the original order as well as the new order that he not, that his phone privileges were revoked. So for those reasons, the defendant won't be released. The revocation of bond will continue. The defendant will stay in custody. You can bring it up with Judge Perry on the his set on the 19th. So we can go from there. Thank you. He set this Tuesday for
Yes, the 19th.
for preliminary. Yeah.
Oh man, so you're telling me that I can't beat the system? No, just nailed it. Yeah, this guy thought he was beating the system. You can't call her. Stop calling her. Anyways, we're going to the last case. Last case, at least I think so. My video still says there's about 20 minutes left. That doesn't make sense because this last clip isn't 20 minutes long. But yeah, longer video tonight, apparently. We're having fun. Pretty much showing you all of Judge Simpson's docket today. Well, he had like a 7-hour docket, and I'm giving you the 2-hour version. So yeah, anyways, let's go. You guys are all awesome. That was my cutscene between hearings because I didn't put a cutscene in between hearings. Probably should have just said that without pausing it, but whatever. Hope everyone's having a great night. Thank you for all the super chats. C.A. Kirk, if you are watching this, go back to the beginning and listen to the message I sent you. Because you were right. That's kind of the mentality of this video. He was right. I still pause a lot, and I'm trying to get better at that, but I'm gonna work with
Case of the People versus
not interrupting
Julie
judges.
Vontapo.
Assistant Public Defender appearing on behalf of.
This is Liar Pants on Fire. This is her. She's back. She's back. Liar Pants on Fire. All right. This one's a good one. This is a great one to end it with. I don't think I have anything after this, but like I said, I don't feel like this hearing took this long. But anyways, you guys are all awesome. Hope you guys are having a great night. Let's go.
Ms. Vampachan. Ms. Vampachan, please state your name for the record.
Julie Vampachan.
Thank you, Judge. I believe we are here. I think the court set this matter for a bond review prior to her preliminary examination that is apparently in about a week and a half.
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I was not here at the last one, but my understanding is that the issue raised at that time was surrounding phone calls to the complaining witness in the MDOP case.
Well, so that you're up to date, the original remand was because of missed drug testing and really lying to the court about things. We're going to get to the next hearing, and I set it a week out in hopes that maybe there could be some understanding, but then she goes into custody and then begins to violate another court order by not just a few calls like the last hearing we just had, but 41 calls in that week's, which I didn't even understand that.
Yes, Judge. And so my colleague who had the case at that time has had a lot of chance to review all of those 41 phone calls, and he had a chance to meet with Ms. Vampachan and discuss the nature of that with Ms. Vampachan. My understanding is the complaining witness on that case is also present here in the courtroom today. And so there's a lot of things, I guess, to address, Judge. The first one being that I think she was allowed to have contact with the complaining witness if it were about the minor children, but by text message, not by phone call. Obviously, these calls, she's not denying she made them.
Sorry for the quick pause. Catatonic, you sent me a PayPal a little bit ago. I was not paying attention to my email. I saw this now. Thank you so much, Catatonic. You are awesome. Thank you so much for the PayPal. That helps me way more than you know it does. Also, Isn't That Special has been sending me clips and And isn't that special? I just saw your name come up, and that reminded me, like, oh no, I have a PayPal I need to check on. But Catatonic, thank you so much. Isn't that special? Thank you so much. You guys have been helping me a lot and on the helping me find stuff, and I appreciate it. And Catatonic, thank you so much for the PayPal. I almost forgot that, and I would have felt terrible tomorrow when I realized that. So, yeah, Catatonic,
Not
hopefully you're
denying
still
that they
here.
had conversations. My understanding from my colleague who listened to the phone calls is that the bulk of them conversation was about the minor children. And I spoke to the complainant who was in the hallway. He indicates there's a correction I need to make on the record. There was some confusion about who actually had custody or possession of the minor children, and that her sister might have had the minor children. He says that he has the minor children. He says that her sister only has the minor children when he goes to work. So for the bulk of the day and night, he has the minor children. And so he says that their conversations centered around those minor children. And so I guess I need to make that clear for the record as well, because I already remember them. I mean, like I said, the bulk of them were about the minor children. Some of it was just conversation that ranged outside of the children that she should not have done, Judge. But she sat in jail for the last 2 weeks. She'll tell you, if you give her a chance later on, she'll tell you what she learned during this time period. Since last week, you revoked her phone privileges. She has had no phone calls clearly through her account because you revoked her privileges, and there are no phone calls through any other account. She did not try to go around the court's order. She heard what the court said. She has had no contact with the complaining witness. She understands where she messed up, and she's hoping the court will reconsider her bond situation, Your Honor. And the complaining witness in the MDOP case is here, and he is asking, I believe he's reached out to the victim advocate, and he is asking the court to drop the no contact order on the MDOP file. The other file is a ARNO with police officers, and so she will have no contact with them regardless, Your Honor. But she is asking you to please consider reinstating her personal bond. As the court already knows, she has 2 minor children. She was the primary person who watched those children while her significant other worked and supported the family. She also had her own job where she worked as a stockkeeper for the University of Michigan. She's been in that role for over 15 years. If the court might remember, she missed about 3 weeks of work due to being hospitalized with pneumonia. Now she's missed another 2 weeks of work due to her lying to the court. And so she's trying to get back to work, keep that job that she's had for over 15 years. She's trying to get back to her children, trying to get back to her family. And I think she can tell you honestly, she sees where lying gets her. And it's not going to happen if the court gives her an opportunity. And I think she understands when the court issues an order, it's not a suggestion. And she will follow your orders from here on out, or she'll spend the next however long in jail. And she never wants to be back in jail. This has not been a good experience for her, Judge. But she admits to the violations of both the phone and
What did you want to tell me, young lady?
I wanted to say that I'm sorry for violating bond conditions and lying. And the 41 phone calls were about my kids, finances, things that I didn't get to take care of before being in jail. Work, daily life, and jail conditions. I never threatened or intimidated or told anything for me. I never talked about the case. And I'm a mother. I miss my kids, even if I didn't talk to them on every call. Even just hearing their voices in the background made me get through my day. I made a mistake and I'm sorry. And if I do get out, or when I get out, I'll store community corrections phone number in my phone. When I wake up every day for my kids to go to school, I'll make sure I call first thing in the morning. I'll quit smoking weed. And I'm sorry. And I've been at my job for 15 years. I missed a lot of work. I'm about fired. I can possibly get my job back. But if I'm in here any longer, I'm gonna lose everything, my 401k, my health benefits. I need to get back to my kids. I miss them, they miss me. They don't even know I'm in jail. I told them I was on vacation because I don't want them to know.
Why'd you do this? I don't.
Sorry.
But why? I mean, when you came here the first time, not the very first time, but when we got the bond violation report, why didn't you just be straight up about it?
I was scared to tell you that I was smoking. I was stressed out, like due to this case. I've never been in trouble. I've never been in jail.
You know, what was really problematic about it is you started to lie and you were really talking through your attorney, but I don't think you even realized what you were saying didn't make any sense. And it didn't make any sense with what was in the violation report. I mean, that's how I could tell that you were lying. And then even on that, you just kept it going. And I don't know where you thought you were going to end up in the end. If you thought you were going to be successful in it, you weren't.
I understand. Now I know, and I learned. Sitting here thinking for 2 weeks, I learned.
For what?
For lying.
Tell them what you've been doing in jail.
I've attended church. I've been cleaning inmate cells when they're leaving. I started a women's group, and I've just been trying to keep busy.
And you know, then when you came back that next week, last week, because of the way that the contact provision reads, one of the things I said to myself was, had there been 2-3 calls a day, frankly, ma'am, I would have excused that. And the reason I would have excused that is because you were permitted to text regarding your kids. But you can't do that from the jail. So I would have said, okay, I get it. She's just trying to keep that connect. And I probably would have just let that slide. But you can imagine that all of a sudden, when the prosecutor tells me there's 41 calls. How old are your kids?
5 and 6.
Obviously, in some way, ma'am, you could keep yourself together, haven't been in trouble, haven't done anything. I don't know why you decided to do this. I hope more than anything that the one thing that you figured out is, first of all, trying to lie to the court is not the way to go. I can deal, people come here every day. I can deal with people that do sort of messed up things and don't make the right call.
if they're straight up with me. The worst thing is, and I'm sure, and I would hope that this is what you're teaching your kids, you don't lie, and then when they're caught, they just double down on the lie. That never gets anybody anywhere. Do you still have your job?
I don't know. They told me that I wasn't allowed to miss any more days after I came back from being sick.
All right. I'm gonna let it play out. There's about 2 minutes left of this video. You guys know who this is. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's go hang out on Discord. Let's have a good time after this. You guys are all awesome. Thank you everyone for the super chats. Thank you all everyone for the gifted memberships, and welcome to all the new memberships. Also, thank you to everyone who renewed their memberships. You guys are all awesome. Hope you guys have a great rest of the night. What else do I gotta say? I think that's about it. Let's go hang out on Discord. Oh, yeah, I do want to say, our good friend Eric Martin did not show up today. I know. I said today was Eric Martin's day. He was a no-show in Judge Washington's court today. He was a no-show in Judge Slavin's court on Tuesday. He's got a couple bench warrants out for his arrest now. So the next time we see him, he's going to be behind bars. Probably should have added that to the intro, but I had that important message I wanted to just say to C.A. Kirk or Captain Kirk. I don't know what his name means, but yeah, I had that important message. Anyways, hope you guys have a great night. Come hang out with us in Discord. We're gonna have a great time. Hope you guys have a great night. Hope you have a great weekend. Be safe. Don't do anything dumb. Like I always say, I will cover you. I will. Especially if you tell me, oh, I went to jail. I will look for you. I will. I'll see if I can't find that. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Let's go hang out on Discord. Until next time. Bye.
As to the violations that she admits to, is there anything, Mr. Peach, you want to say before I sentence her on the violations?
Legal Fiction with the $5 super chat for the Saturday Night Grilled Cheese Fun. It's not going to be Saturday night. It's going to be Monday night. It's not this Monday. It's next Monday. That's going to be the grilled cheese night. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. But yeah, I am going to show you guys my favorite grilled cheese live on air. I will do that. And it's not going to be with mayonnaise because some people are weirdos. I will use butter. All right. Thank you so much, Legal Fiction. Pause number 1.
It's been a long day, Judge. Just to briefly reiterate, she's got her kids. She's had her job. She's sorry. She's a proud woman, and she didn't want to admit she was scared. And she lied at the one place you can't lie. She understands that now. And I think it will never happen again, Judge.
Stephanie for pause number 2. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for Monday Night Snacks. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, I turned 40 on the 27th, which is 2 weeks from yesterday. Yeah, today's Thursday. So 2 weeks from yesterday, I turned 27. The Monday night before my birthday, I am going to be recreating my favorite grilled cheese. And that's going to be the members only night. I might have a few special guests. I don't know. We don't know yet. Hold on. Because I'm a big fan of this guy, I'm going to do this real quick.
I hope you still have your job.
I hope you still have your job. Powerful words, but I wanted to make it pause number 3 for legal fiction. Legal fiction, thank you so much for the for the Monday Night Grilled Cheese bun. Thank you so much, legal fiction. I gave you your own pause for that. Thank you so much for being here. Legal fiction, you're awesome, man. I see you in all the chats, and I just want to let you know that I appreciate that you're part of this community. You're awesome. I hope you're having a great night.
Defendant having admitted to the violations of sentence the defendant to 14 days, Washington County Jail credit, 14 served. Her previous bond is reinstated at $10,000 personal recognizance bond. All of the conditions that were originally set remain in place. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
You need to get back on your testing. Just everybody has stress, right? Just find another way to deal with it. Make your tests, just do your test and sort of walk yourself through this case and get it done.
Yes.
All right.
Corrections. Yeah. Get out to, if get out today, they probably be closed. But if not, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Thank you very much, Judge.
Thank you.